focusing more on woke than making a good movie. I would say
Yeah,
that's the first one.
but they're part
Second
of
of all, forgetting who the audience is. The audience is there to watch action. They're not there to get
lectured.
lectured.
Marvel and Disney movies buy now damaged goods. Let's take a look. Fair use.
Reasons Fantastic Four is struggling at the box office despite solid reviews and audience scores. Fantastic Four aren't that popular to the general public. People know who they are, comic book readers love them, but to the general public, they're not nearly as popular as Superman. Wrong release date. Marvel Studios put out 3 comic book movies in 6 months, and the movie came out just 2 weeks after Superman. They should have delayed it until November, where it would have been the only comic book movie in the fall. General demand for comic book movies has shrunk while the supply has expanded. During the last decade, there was an insatiable demand for comic book movies that simply isn't as big now. People still want some, but the supply exceeds the demand. It's not as rewatchable because it's a bit more mature, it's not as jokey, and it's not a cameo fest. It's not the kind of movie you rush to rewatch and take friends to. It's a period piece film. Period piece films tend to not do quite as well at the box office. There are counterexamples. Sinners killed it at the domestic box office, but Sinners also did really bad globally. So period piece films tend to be a little bit of a harder sell. MCU is a damaged brand. Over the last 6 years, the quality hasn't been as consistent as it was in the last decade. People have been disappointed far more times, and thus they're less likely to rush out to see a new Marvel movie. The MCU general audience is shrinking. There's still a huge core fan base that shows up for everything, but that general audience isn't there quite as much. MCU films used to be these big, gigantic events that everyone would go see, but with the streaming shows, they became a little bit more common. It felt like you need to do homework, and a lot more people started to throw in the towel. OG MCU fans are aging out, and there haven't been enough on-ramps for new young fans over the last 6 years. Those of us that were in our teens, our 20s, during phase 1 are now in our 30s, 40s, married with kids. We don't have as much time to go to the movies, and the MCU hasn't done a great job of having on-ramps to build new mega fans out of the young generations, having their own stars, their own franchises. 8 reasons
We've been covering the decline of Marvel, MCU, or MCU, whatever you want to call it, Disney, for a while now. So thought it's a good time to take a look again on how they're doing, RJ. Yes.
Yeah, I have to say first and foremost that Fantastic Four is, how do I say it? I don't think the Fantastic Four is as cool as, so when we're talking about superpowers, as cool as an Iron Man, as cool as a Captain America or a Falcon, as cool as a Black Panther. I would, after the, let's say the cool level, say the first tier, I think the first tier is Iron Man, Black Panther, Captain America.
Yeah.
Maybe Spider-Man, but Spider-Man can be like...
Spider-Man is definitely in first tier.
Yeah.
Right now they're putting their hopes on Spider-Man because
Yeah.
the last Spider-Man movie did pretty good.
I think a second tier level
Thor.
might be a Thor. Yeah, because Thor is like a Superman, I consider it. It's like, he's not really doing much action-wise. He does have, but he has his
Hammer.
what's the name of the hammer?
I have no idea.
In any case, but he has his hammer. I see, and by the way, you don't need to have superpowers to be cool, because a Black Widow is also cool. I see it like a third tier, I would say.
Yeah, it's probably third tier.
Third tier of coolness. You have the Stretch. You have is it the Blob or something? You have the guy that says fire, the fire dude, which usually is the coolest one. And what does the lady do again? Is she invisible?
Can't recall.
I forgot. I used to watch these comic books, but they're not really cool, So
they're practical heroes.
Yes, they. Oh no, one of them is a shape. Oh no, that's the twins. You remember the twins, KR, the comic book? Shape of an eagle, form of water.
Oh, that one. Yo, that's a it's a very
That's
old
one.
one.
You know which movie is also coming out? The one with the like caveman in space. He-Man?
He-Man, is He-Man coming out?
Yeah,
Are they
He-Man
dropping He-Man?
movie is coming out. Yeah. With Chris Hemsworth, I believe. So what I want to say, so just to say that, so I think there are a couple of things that the MCU has done wrong. First and foremost, to go, follow Disney and the whole woke movement. So focusing more on woke than making a good movie. I would say that's the first one.
But they're part
Second of all, forgetting who the audience is. The audience is there to watch action. They're not there to get lectured. Even people, KR, even people who support all the movements. So I'm not saying I don't have anything against the movement, but you need to know your audience.
Yeah.
Your audience are guys. Guys go watch the movies, women too, but it's the action. You want the action. You just want to go there, mindless action. You don't want to go there to get a lecture about equality and things of that nature. And by the way, you don't have to say it explicitly because Black Widow doesn't have superpowers, but she was also always respected by Iron Man. So, it was like you don't have to say it explicitly. But hey, I think they're trying to save it. I don't think Fantastic Four is the movie to do so. It was never going to succeed, especially because they didn't introduce them properly prior to this. They did drop hints. So they did drop hints in other movies, but they didn't. They should have given them like a cameo first, or a small role, and then you build up. Because now it's like you're just asking people to go watch a movie that it's basically a standalone movie. It's what you're asking people to go watch.
Of characters they have no rapport with. Yeah, that's very tough, man. That's very tough. I think if you look at the reason that were mentioned at the beginning, I think a lot of them are legit. First of all, there is a superhero movie fatigue that's been going on for a while now. What you see is that I think what Marvel / Disney will have to do is downsize the amount of movies that they center around superheroes, because right now people are not really interested. What you see is that the box office of $1 billion is very hard for them to reach. So at this point, you can say, first of all, I think the damage has been done with all these movies that, like you said, that were preachy. So people don't want to take. First of all, the tickets are very, very pricey. So no one wants to take the chance to go watch a movie that might be good. If it was a long list of quality movies, people would take the bet. But at this point, people are like, should I go? Should I risk it? Should I go there and watch, pay $30 for a movie? $20 for a movie with concessions? You're almost out $35, $40 if you're lucky. And then go there and watch a movie and find out that it's bad? No, they're not gonna do that. They're gonna wait till it hits the streaming platform.
But the movie itself is a good movie, right?
Yes, the movie. So even if I watch a couple of critics, actually, I have subscribed to a couple of these critics. They are actually very complimentary about the movie. It's a good movie. But you know what it is, RJ? The problem is, you want to go the first week, because people usually, if people are not gonna go the first week, they won't go the second one.
I'll tell you one thing, KR. Let me just share my screen real quick, and I'll show you, because there's something that they didn't think through, in my opinion. And that's the following. Let me see where it is. Is it this one? Yeah. Look at this clothing, KR.
Yeah, but it's a timepiece. That's what the guy was referring to. It plays out in a certain time.
I understand that, but the clothing, it's not, it doesn't make sense. This was the original one. Let me see, where can we find it? How they use, it's like, it has to be black. Look at this style, just the style, KR. I'm saying if they had just copied this style, it would have been a different clothing.
Yes,
That
but
clothing
it's
is a very cheap one.
It's a reference to the time it's about. So
I don't
I
care
know what you're trying
time
to
it
say.
is. They didn't have black in that time, KR? Come on.
Back in the days, the designs were different. So it's a reference. I understand it.
I think they should have gone with black.
Clothing wouldn't have mattered, to be honest.
They should have gone with black. Because when you look at this, to be honest, it looks like a kid movie. Like you know what it looks like? Spy Kids. It's giving Spy Kids vibe. Now you have me on a rant. It's giving Spy Kids vibe. It's not like a superhero vibe. So you could have at least make the clothes cooler. I can understand that it's from a different time, but give them a dashiki then. I don't know what you want to give them. It can't be bland like that.
Would it have mattered?
I think it would have. Because I've been asking myself, why am I not? So
it's a superhero fatigue. I think that's number one. No one cares about how many. Have you ever the last 5 years? And we grew up in phase 1. We grew up with Iron Man, the phase 1 part. Have you the last 5 years after the final, the big movie where everyone got snapped by Thanos?
I
don't know the name from the top of my head. I watch movies, but I forget names all the time. So guys, don't go crazy on me on.
And the game, right?
The end game, yeah. After that movie, how many superhero movies have you watched?
I've watched a lot. The only one I didn't watch was because you didn't pose the right question. I didn't watch the Marvels.
So you watched Captain Marvel also?
Yes.
You watched Captain Marvel?
But I didn't watch the Marvel.
Better person than me.
I did watch Captain Marvel, but you didn't ask the question properly. You asked the wrong question. You asked the wrong question, you're gonna get the wrong answer. Ask me how many did I watch in the movies. That's what you have to ask. You're asking the wrong question. If you ask me which John Wick I watched in the movie, I will tell you all.
But the fourth.
Except the fourth, but that was because I couldn't go. I was in a different space. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna watch. But it's not because I didn't want to. It's just I was just,
Yes.
But what you're asking me right now, KR, is you're asking which I watch all of them because I want to just keep up. So I'm probably gonna watch this one. I even watched the series, not all of the series, but I do watch some of the series.
Yes.
But you're asking the wrong questions. How much am I going to the movies for?
Yeah.
None. I think the last one
probably was it Wakanda Forever?
It was either Wakanda or I don't know which one was first. There was also the Eternals.
You went to Eternals too?
Yeah.
You're a bigger fan than me.
I did go to the
I haven't even watched Eternals.
Yeah, I watched Eternals. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah.